Hey all, and welcome back. I thought it might be kind of interesting today to talk about something that I haven't seen a whole lot of on the internet, and I couldn't find a lot of information about the differences on motorcycle gloves. So the first example I've got here is these are the Dainese Blackjacks, and these are a super casual glove. They're very functional, yet kind of minimalistic. They have a short cuff to them, so they go just right up to the wrist area. They're a really pretty glove. They're very classic. They do have some knuckle protection here. They're a little bit open on the back side right there. They've got good dexterity, and they've got reinforced leather in the areas where you would need it if you go down in a slide. These gloves, I think, are super practical. They're fairly reasonable. I can't remember the price point, but they were not super expensive, especially for a brand like Dainese. I wear these quite a bit when I'm on the adventure bike. I'll wear them when I'm on the Street Fighter. I've even worn them on the Fireblade. These are totally fine to wear, like I said, on just about any bike. These would look at home on a cafe racer or a cruiser. So I think, again, these are a really great kind of all-around glove, but they are, again, very minimalistic. There's not a whole lot to these as far as function and form, all that kind of stuff. Very, very basic. The next step up is another Dainese glove, and I cannot remember the name for the life of me on these, but these have a little bit more to them. They have a hard slider on the outside of the wrist here, so if you were going to go down and put your hands down, because that's what we naturally want to do when we fall. Same thing on the outside right here, this part of the hand. They have a hard carbon fiber knuckle protector as well. These also have a little bit of a snug fit. So the carbon fiber knuckle protector here, this is more for debris and stuff that gets kicked up and hits you in the hands, because that does sting. This protects your knuckles really well. They're a little bit more reinforced around the wrist, nothing crazy. And these come up a little bit higher on the wrist. I would not consider these like a full gauntlet glove. These are more kind of like a mid-length glove. But again, very functional. These are awesome on a sport bike. Very, very good gloves. They've held up very well. I've been riding in these for about a year now, actually. They also have some reinforcement on the lower part of the knuckles here on these 3 fingers. So very nice option. Kind of minimalistic again, but they definitely have some more safety features than the basic leather Blackjacks. Now, stepping up, I have not been wearing these very long. These came with my custom fit leather race suit. These are by the same company, 1X. However, there's several manufacturers that make full gauntlet gloves that have a lot of the same features as these. But the closer I looked at these, I realized that they are very, very purpose-built, and they did a really good job with them. So let's start with the fingers here. So your outer 2 fingers are actually stitched together to keep them from separating and breaking your hand when you fall, because these bones are pretty small and fragile. I think that's pretty cool. And you don't really need these fingers to be separate for dexterity. They've got sliders on the palm on both sides right here. They're fairly small, but they will protect the palm of your hand if you go down. The back of the glove, again, you've got those carbon fiber knuckles along the back. Every finger joint has hard rubber protectors on it, including the thumb. The wrist has hard sliders on it as well that go all the way around. You've got some hard padding here. And again, these are a full gauntlet glove. They open all the way up. And you even have a strap here in the middle for your wrist. The back is open a little bit more too here, so you get that ultimate dexterity in your hand, because these are a very large gauntlet style glove. They fit snug, so here's that wrist tightening piece right here. You can snug down the outer wrist and the inner wrist portion, and you can see how much of the arm and hand that these protect. Again, you've got the full knuckle protection here, protection for each joint on all of your fingers, including the thumb, and your palm sliders here. These have a kangaroo leather palm, so you've got really good dexterity and feedback there. They're very tactile. The back of these is all cowhide along with the wrist portion of them. So this would be like your full-blown racetrack glove. But I wear these on the street when I wear my suit and we're going to go ride aggressively. These are top-tier gloves for protection. Now I've got one more glove here. This is a little bit different than the other ones we've looked at. So this is a winter glove. Sorry, they're all muddy from when I went out last year in the winter playing in the snow. I let them dry out, but I didn't wash them off apparently. So these are a really inexpensive winter glove. They are specific for motorcycling, so they are textile. The palm is leather. It's not super reinforced, but there is some protection on the back of the hand for the knuckles and stuff. But these, what's important about these is they come way up on the wrist, even further than the gauntlet gloves, so they can go way over your jacket. You can cinch them down to keep rain and water out of them. They're fully waterproof. Again, they cinch around the wrist here too. Yeah, fully waterproof, and they're insulated. I can't remember how much thin slate is in here, but these keep my hands pretty darn toasty even when I was riding in temperatures that were below freezing. So again, those are some glove options and kind of the difference between a really basic entry-level motorcycle specific glove, a mid-tier glove that has hard knuckle protectors and stuff in it that's a big step up from these basic gloves in terms of protection, and then lastly your full gauntlet race gloves. So choose accordingly, stay safe, and above all, have fun out there on two wheels.